Welcome to the Speeding Bulletin, the first for 2009. My name is Steve Younis from supermanhomepage.com. This is all the Superman related news there was during the week December 26, 2008 to January 1st, 2009. It was a very quiet week this week, with almost everyone taking time off during the holiday season. There was no movie news to speak of, and only one item to mention in the world of television. The CW released 20 images for the upcoming 11th episode of Season 8 of Smallville. Titled Legion, this episode is scheduled to air in the US at 8 PM on Thursday, January 15th. In this episode, Doomsday kidnaps Chloe, and Clark searches for her while battling the Persuader with a little help from three superheroes known as the Legion: Rock, Imra and Garth. In comic book news, Superman comics we reviewed this week included Superman Supergirl Maelstrom number 4, which was reviewed by Neal Bailey, who gave it a 1 out of 5, saying, "This issue did nothing to make me like the story anymore, or think it's anything less than a complete waste of time." Trinity number 30 was reviewed by Neil, Jeffrey and Barry, and yes, all three guys rated this issue a 1 out of 5. Only 22 issues to go, guys. Superman comics shipping this week from December 31st include Final Crisis Secret Files number 1, which comes in a variant edition as well, Justice League of America number 28, Justice Society of America number 22, which also comes in a variant edition, Superman 683, which comes in a variant edition as well, Superman and Batman vs. Vampires and Werewolves number 6, and Trinity number 31. In other news, Pepsi Japan are running a promotion in conjunction with Bear Brick in which fans can collect different Bear Brick figures in a variety of different movie character designs. There are characters from The Dark Knight, The Matrix, 300, V for Vendetta, and more. For Superman fans, there are 2 Superman Returns figures to collect, a Superman costume Bear Brick and a see-through X-ray vision Bear Brick. The figures come with specially marked bottles of Pepsi Next Zero. Mattel has given fans a sneak peek at an Amanda Waller action figure scheduled to be released sometime in the first half of 2009. Mattel will also be releasing a range of single-carded Infinite Heroes action figures, including a 1980s Crisis Supergirl and Alex Luthor. And more Justice League Unlimited 3-packs are coming, such as the one with Booster Gold, Superwoman and Ultraman. You can see more images at MattyCollector.com and Matty's new Facebook page. Superman homepage Super Trivia Quiz has been updated for the new month. The 3 trivia questions we're asking you are: in the current Superman comic books, Gold Kryptonite removes the Kryptonian superpowers for what length of time? What is the name of the school for girls attended by Linda Lee in the Supergirl movie? And who voiced the introduction to the 1950s Adventures of Superman TV series? If you think you can answer all 3 questions, come by the website now to submit your answers. And that's all the Superman news there was for the week December 26th to January 1st. As I said, a quiet week. All the best to you for the new year from everyone at the Superman homepage.
JSA and the Heathen. That's me. GOG and Kingdom Come has been probably one of the best series in comics that I've read. It confronts the idea of a giant, all-powerful being who rises from the earth and starts granting everybody's wish, and the consequences of that. And it's an analog for the old God of the Old Testament, who would bring you blessings if you did his will and destroy you and totally if you didn't like you. Took offerings, you know, like Gog takes the fruit, and I don't know if he had a Galactus. Did he necessarily have I don't think so. Or a Magog. But what the story explores is the way that family and the way that a universe can be impacted by the idea of an all-knowing, all-powerful being. And to me, that was very, very to the core, because, like, I'm an atheist. I don't believe in God. That means that I don't believe in an omniscient, omnipotent, omnibenevolent being that exists necessarily and is a creator of all contingent things. So, as such, I'm kind of obsessed with researching omniscient, omnipotent, omnibenevolent being that exists necessarily and is creator of all contingent things. Because I want to know why people believe in something that I don't believe in. I like exploring both sides of the issue. And JSA recently was a very good examination of that. It shows how Mr. Terrific can be impacted when a god is suddenly verifiably true. He's skeptic. And the people with faith believe, but conditionally. And there are people who believe unconditionally, and God kind of screws them over. And it's kind of a commentary that's so subtle that most people can't pick it out. And when I pointed it out in the review, people got livid. They were like, well, how can you bring up the concept of atheism versus Christianity? This is obviously just a story about a giant purple guy. You know, they couldn't see the forest or the trees in that respect. And I love this kind of story because it has many different layers. This is ideally what literature should be for me. Like, in college, I got in a lot of trouble because I didn't like literature that was ambiguous, that had deeper meaning. I like something that has a very clear, very obvious meaning from the outset, and yet, if you look deeper, you can find something deeper. And this is a good story for that. I think it's not getting the press it should. I think it's one of the best stories coming out in comics today, and I think that it's going to be the thing I pull off of the shelf and say, hey, son, this is what you missed, when I show whatever kid I eventually have my comic book collection. And for that, great Superman story.
Bailey Planet is sponsored by Gibbo.